So a lot of people, they think like, oh, I'm making conscious choices, decisions about what I want to do in my life. But the reality is we're actually processing information that was sort of pre-programmed. And then based on what's available to us within ourselves, we make choices and decisions. So if we don't have sort of the information of options available inside, we actually can't make choices to create a different life than the one that we've known and experienced. And so like the example I often give to people is we've all known somebody who's really angry, who's quick to anger,
Oh yeah.
right? And it's like when we see people like that, their environment shows up in a certain way, and we can predetermine exactly how they're going to respond to different situations, right? They're going to shut down, they're going to isolate, they're going to lash out, they're going to yell, and it's kind of like their behavior is very predictive, right? Whereas if you look at somebody who carries a lot of compassion, right? Like a lot of my mentors carried an unreasonable amount of compassion. It's like they could be faced with the exact same set of circumstances, but a person who's compassionate is going to lead with understanding and questions and wanting to serve the other person, and how can I be of support or selflessness or service, or how can I contribute? And it's sort of like the energy of ourself that we bring to the space is going to be completely different depending on if we feel angry or we feel compassionate, right? But I think what a lot of people don't understand is they're not in touch with those sort of unconscious patterns that are driving a special emotional sensitivity. And so it's like if what I have access to is quick to anger, that's all I have access to is those options. But if I can take a pause and learn how to train compassion as an example, right, we can then go, okay, do I want to turn on anger? Do I want to turn on compassion to manage the situation? And each of those expressions is going to bring about a completely different set of options for us to manage current circumstance and the future that we could or may not build, depending on what our options are.